You are listening to a podcast of the Geek I Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geekio.
Warning. Listener caution is advised. The following broadcast contains bad language, and bad grammar, and probably bad spelling, which is frankly an achievement for audio content.
Hi, this is GLS, the prediction show episode time with Dale Campbell and CJ Boat.
Hi, everybody. No, what Dale was trying to say, welcome to the Generic Live Show, episode number 109.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Generic Live Show where every single file gets moved right before recording. I'm Dale Campbell, as per always. Joining me is my fuzzy camera and from the Geek I Media Network, it's Mr. CJ Boat. CJ Boat, welcome back to this show.
What is up?
So,
oh my God.
Can we, we're dissecting what's happening here.
Okay, we're going to dissect what happens here. So, we have started the Geek I Network in 2018 being a fully fledged out broadcasting publication at this point. I have brought Dale on as my head producer. Head producer.
But yes, I do work that, buddy. For you.
That's what came up instead of hold on tight. Welcome to the Generic Live Show. I mean, it's close. It's very close.
Thanks for having me back, Dale.
Thanks for coming back. So this, and yes, it's one of these days where you just have to. Some days you just have to run with technical issues and just run with it, because if you don't laugh, you will cry, and you'll cry of laughter.
It wouldn't be a show with me on it, like, at all, if it didn't have some kind of technical issues. I'm starting to think it's me. I'm getting a complex, Dale.
It's not you. It's me. Trust me. It's definitely me, because it's all on my side. All right. Well, guess what I'm doing right after the show. Hey, welcome to the predictions episode of the Generic Live Show, and we did this last year. We basically said some grand rules about what we expect will happen in the year of 2017, and then we'll find out how wrong we are. Tune in next week to see how wrong I was about predictions from last year. But this week, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing the 2018 prediction show. So the rules are pretty simple. We're going to be predicting 5 predictions that we believe will come true in 2018. These predictions can be about any field that we want them to be about. If we wanted to make... I don't think neither of us made them all about the one thing. No.
Most of mine are technology-based, but...
Yeah. I think most of mine are news and political-based.
What a shock. The guy who works in IT for his real-world job put a whole lot of technical things for his predictions.
For his predictions, huh? Funny how that works.
Also, those are the only ones I can accurately do. So the other ones are going to be kind of far-fetched, but you know.
Oh, well, welcome to my world. So these predictions are going to be valid from the release of this episode, but sorry, it's live. Of course it is. It's currently the 14th of January, 2018.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't believe what your calendar tells you. They're going to be valid from today, being the 14th of January, right through till the 16th of December, 2018, which is the last Generic Live Show of the year. Good luck! As I wrote in my own show notes. So CJ, why don't you kick us off with your first prediction here, and we'll bounce back and forth between ourselves.
All right, so mine kind of go like from gigantic to itty bitty, like So I'm going to start off with probably the easiest one because I have a feeling this is going to be a softball. A surge of women will be running for office this year. This is a midterm election year in America, and I think with all of the political climate happening last year and everything going on with that, I think there is going to be a massive surge of women running, and especially if the Big O drops her boot onto the field.
Yeah,
like the rumor
because
is stating.
right, because the rumor is that Miss Winfrey will want to run for office in the next election cycle. Now,
I'm so conflicted about that, but yes.
So, are you predicting that a lot of women will get in, or will more women just stand up and want to be
More women
heard?
are going to stand up. I mean, obviously, with more women putting their hats into the ring, that more will be elected on average. However, I don't think that we're going to get a huge, massive, like every seat that a woman was running for is going to have the woman take the seat from, especially an establishment candidate. But I just think we're going to get a lot more women running.
Okay. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I predict, starting off with a broad prediction of mine, 2018, I think will be the continuation of the Me Too movement. I think we're going to see a lot more people come out and share their sexual experiences. I think it's going to be a different hashtag this time. I think we're going to get a different branch and a different type of
it's going to be the
conversation.
same brand of Me Too going into 2018.
Yes, it's going to be the same brand, but it's going to be a different hashtag.
Well, that's what I meant. I mean,
Oh,
in this world of trending topics, the brand is what is known.
Okay, yeah, but
Come on, marketing major. Jeez.
hashtag hoo-ha. And we're actually
Says the guy who made an entire game around hashtags.
Geek I show. Check it out. And I think
show.
I approve. I think we're actually going to actually start seeing boycotts of people that are being accused of sexually harassing people. Look, because this year we didn't really see that. I don't think, because yeah, the box office declined, but it's been declining for ages. There wasn't a loud, boisterous kind of let's not go see X movie because of such and such harassing women. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So I think we're actually it's gonna start trickling. Side prediction, but not a part of it. I think because I saw this around, kind of cheating, but it's a side prediction, so it doesn't count. I think the hashtag's going to be never okay.
Okay.
Because it'll still be about how sexual harassment is hashtag not okay. That's the side jag on that one. So there's my first prediction.
Okay. Gonna go kind of another one that I have a little bit of a leaning in on this because I work in the healthcare industry. I think a very major breakthrough in Alzheimer's research is going to happen this year, and I'm talking close to a cure.
Okay.
I think we are getting so far in neuroscience and neuromedicine that I think this particular disease is going to have a major breakthrough akin to the ALS thing last year.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, and kind of gaffed at the Ice Bucket Challenge, last year a very major breakthrough was made, and actually people had ALS removed from their system as in last year. So I think we're going to have a very similar movement to that in Alzheimer's this year.
Okay, there you go. But is it going to be more preventative? Wow, preventative, or do you think it's actually we're going to be working towards a cure?
Unfortunately, the way that Alzheimer's presents itself, you have no warning signs of Alzheimer's. You have kind of triggers that, hey, familial history, short-term memory, et cetera, et cetera. But unfortunately, the way that Alzheimer's works, you really can't tell that somebody has Alzheimer's until they actually come down with symptoms of it. So I think we're going to be working on as opposed to a preventative measure, a actual diagnostic and curing measure. I had the medical term in my head. I completely just blanked on it.
You're fine. No, that's interesting. Actually, I lost my great grandmother to Alzheimer's, and it sucks. It's definitely probably one of the worst medical conditions out there. It's not great, and having to go to the nursing home every single day and basically reintroducing ourselves to this person.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
I
rough.
watched Rachel, my wife Rachel's grandmother, go through it, and it was a rough thing. And this was very new in our relationship when she was going through this, so it was just it was devastating for me, and I barely knew the woman. I've never personally had anybody with Alzheimer's in my family, but it is just something that is really, really impossible to watch without kind of just breaking down.
Yeah. I was quite young at the time, so I don't think it still had an impact on me. And she was probably one of the most amazing women I've ever known in my life. You know, even though I was so young at the time, you know, it still kind of sticks with me to this day. Even though I think she passed away in 2006, I want to say.
Wow. Yeah,
Somewhere
you would have
around
been
there.
then.
Yeah. So, you know, it's still, you know, it's hard to be around it. I'm mindful of it these days. So, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go.
What's your...
My next one, I feel like that this is going to be a surefire thing. I predict that due to political unrest in Australia in the last year, particularly surrounding the whole equal marriage postal survey cluster marriage, and the dual citizenship saga of MPs being kicked out for holding two citizenships at once, there will be a general election a full year ahead of schedule.
Right, you guys have weird elections that you guys... No, we're having an election!
We're having an election! We're going to the Governor General, and we're going to be doing the election on this date. Yeah, it's going to be late in the year because the federal elections kind of take a long time to develop, and you know, campaigns and the like. But I feel like we're getting to the point where lots of members of parliament are getting booted out. So I don't think there's going to be enough numbers in the parliament to, you know, keep it as it is. So they're essentially they're going to be forced to have an election. So I feel like that's an easy time. I say that in January, but who knows what'll happen. And I think the Conservative Party out here is still a little broke because they're the ones in power. I think they're still all a little bit broken on how same-sex marriage and equal marriage got passed. I think that's still a little bit of a sore point, and I think that infighting is also going to lead to some unrest in that party. And if that's the party that's meant to be running the country, I don't think that the public's going to be like, what are we doing now?
Yeah.
Stop fighting.
You guys are supposed to be leading us. What is happening here?
What is happening? So
I can't imagine where that would be happening elsewhere in the world, with a major book just dropping out, making an entire political party being almost leveled to its core.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
do. So that's we're gonna go back to the polls and stay tuned for GLS this year for yet another block of months where we'll be talking about an election for the third year in a row.
It would not surprise me at all. Like
Right.
the times they are changing.
They are changing. So, and we're due for an election out here every 3 years now. Up on doing my research for this episode on a. Yeah, I know, right?
3 years? What is that?
3
What's wrong
years.
with- Why 3? That's a weird number.
Right? You're telling me. But it's going to be 2 years now, so there's that. So that's exciting.
Welcome to America.
All right. So what do you got for your third one?
So we are gonna. Well, we'll go ahead since you're in the political spectrum.
Right.
I'm gonna drop one right in there as well.
Sure.
Trump will be removed from office this year.
Ooh.
I doubt it will be by impeachment. But I would say even as far as an election being nullified. But I don't
Okay.
think he will make it through the year this year, whether or not I'm stepping down a la Nixon or or something happening. But I do not believe that Donald Trump will be our president at the end of 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop that right there. I think between the Fire and Fury books, the Mueller investigation, the Fire and Fury book, actually at this point meeting all of the measures of as the beloved, and I can't believe I miss him so much, George W. Bush saying truthiness, that that's I think it is putting a lot more of a spotlight on things that really wanted to be kept under, and I think we're really rapidly approaching a Watergate.
Okay.
And
So- and
that is it, that and Mueller has Special Investigator Mueller has Donald Trump in his crosshairs right now. So
Huh. And just extrapolating that data, it's gonna.
yeah, I don't believe there will be an actual impeachment because I don't think that with the same party holding all of the parts of office that the actual articles of impeachment would ever get past partisan lines. But I believe that he will either step down or he will be forced to resign by the end of the year.
I mean, they might, because you gotta take into consideration the Never Trump movement, which has kind of fizzled out. Thank the Lord.
I kind of disagree with you.
I
on
mean,
the
well,
fact
I mean,
that
it's
thank
I
the
mean,
Lord.
it's less, it's less in my face than what it was. So there is that. I suppose there's no campaign going. Well, there's no, the campaign for president's over, so I'm not seeing it everywhere. Whether it's happening internally or not is another story.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a battle that's moved internal. It might. I don't know. That's an interesting one. And then as far as an election being nulled, what is that?
That has never been a thing that has been done here in the U.S.
Okay.
But then again, there's never been an election that there could be a enemy party being part involved with it.
Right.
So this is all kind of new in like almost Cold War era-esque crap going on right now.
Okay. Huh. There you go. My third prediction, I'm also going to drop a Mr. T prediction in here. I said he's going to get banned from Twitter after the 2018 midterm elections. That seems very soft.
That would be fantastic. That would be absolutely fantastic.
I think that's a little soft now. Can we following that? I think, I don't know if it's going to be a breach of service kind of line, or if there's going to be an uprising at Twitter to say, ban this man. But
Ban him out.
ban him out. We're going to make Twitter safe again.
I could see that. I can also, if I can kind of piggyback a little bit off of that, I
Sure.
think there will be legislation put in this year allowing anything any public official is saying on Twitter as official on record. And I think that is what will be. I think that is what will be the nail in the coffin for Mr. T.
Right, and it's going to be, he's going to say something that he's going to
say something to set the ball in motion to where that anything said on Twitter is considered public record and can be thrown into the Library of Congress again. Something political, something that I could get into a rant of, but I will not.
I mean, we've got time. Time is not a factor.
I am not going to put your prediction show into a political firing range.
All right, well, there you go. Genericliveshow@gmail.com. Go for it.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bros.
At Dragos Kai on Twitter. Let me know.
There you go.
DRAGOSKAI. Bring it on.
Just don't get yourself banned, please. Please.
I rarely say anything on there, much less something to get myself banned.
All right. I think, and also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought, and this might be a part of the prediction too, I thought there was already some legislation that said that someone had to monitor that account, or it had to get approved.
Only official things like the @POTUS, @VPOTUS and FLOTUS and things like that. Only the official White House accounts are considered public record and are able to be held on any kind of impeachment, rights of impeachment or anything like that.
Now, I'm probably going to be the one who...
any of those from, so...
Right. Yeah, is there any... Can someone look that up, what the last tweet from the POTUS account was? I can't even tell you.
Hold on.
Are you going to look that up? All right, so in the meantime...
.com/POTUS. I don't mind going to the POTUS account, man, but the... oh, boy,
the actual personal account?
So, all right, so... 4 hours ago today, it was my great honor to sign an executive order to ensure veterans have the resources they need to transition back to civilian life. We must ensure our heroes are given the care that they so richly deserve. Sorry, he put heroes in all caps, so I'm assuming he just yelled it.
Heroes!
So as opposed to, I'm going to go into incognito mode for this one.
Slash Mr. T.
Slash real
Mr.
Donald. Yeah, Mr. T. As I put in Donald D.
Ooh.
Donald T.
Sidebar. I smell a game. Is it Mr. T or Mr.
or
T?
Mr. T?
Mr. T or Mr. T? Mr. TEA.
Man, I'm trying real hard not to spell his name correctly, apparently. Jeez, oh Pete. So, 3 hours ago, as I made very clear today, our country needs the security of the wall and on the southern border, and must be part of the DACA approval.
Whoa. Come at me with that DACA.
Yeah, man.
God,
Proud farming legacy!
Sucks that we're not doing show titles, but anyway. That would be a good one.
That is the comparison of the @POTUS account and the @Mr. T account. Yeah.
Sure.
So, my next...
Yeah, what else have you got there, CJ?
Let's see here. A little bit something... I'm going to save my huge one for last.
Yes.
So, there's been a lot of talk about net neutrality in the last year, in 2017. And always kind of skirting on the edge of it has been T-Mobile with their we're going to put Netflix not counting against your bill and all these things, all these certain things,
right,
not counting against your data caps, which, while positive things for consumers, have always spit in the face of net neutrality. Net neutrality, for those who don't know, is just basically keeping everybody equal, regardless. I think, because it's been happening for a while, Sprint, the third largest phone carrier in the United States, will purchase T-Mobile and all of their spectrum. And along with that, they are going to use their net neutrality kind of shenanigans that they've been playing around with for years to kind of get people to think that net neutrality is not needed.
Oh, okay.
I think we're gonna get a press release or a conference from either the head of Sprint or the head of T-Mobile or the head of the two of them together.
Right.
Because I still think that they are going to be one entity by the end of the year. Basically saying, hey, we're giving you all these awesome things. This is why you don't need net neutrality.
Oh. Okay, so you're getting all of these perks by net
This is
neutrality.
why you don't need that stupid net neutrality thing.
Huh.
And people
That's-
will believe it because people.
Because people like seeing dollar signs and free
Yep.
offers. I always still stand by my saying there's no such thing as a free lunch, because you know that's interesting. Because I don't know if T-Mobile or so which one does the free Netflix?
T-Mobile does free
No.
Netflix. Sprint does free Hulu.
Ooh.
But the difference is T-Mobile actually pushes Netflix up and also doesn't count against your data cap.
Huh.
So
Okay.
their Netflix is faster than their other streaming services and also doesn't count against your data cap, which
And-
again is positive. But then on the other flip side of that is, you have people like Spectrum or Cox Cable or anything like that pushing things down that they don't want people to see.
Right. That's... And then, of course, people will go, free Netflix, yay! And not realize the cable companies are pushing things down. That's interesting. I hope that one actually comes true a little bit, just to see what that storm will look like. Is that bad? That's kind of bad.
That's kind of bad.
Hey!
And the fact
No- Sorry, go
all right,
on.
what's yours?
No, I don't wish that on anyone, but I want to run a simulation of what that would be like.
Yeah, I kind of see what you're dealing with there.
Right. Next up, I'm gonna go with my lesser of the two technology internet-based ones, and say that Facebook will continue watching out their Watch tab, which is basically where they put all their videos and stuff.
Facebook TV.
Facebook TV, basically, is what I'm getting to here, and turn it into a subscription service for its original content and their content partners, akin to what it's basically going to be a Netflix competitor.
YouTube Red kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a YouTube Red Netflix competitor.
That is definitely not out of the realm of possibility.
Right.
I think that is a pretty safe one.
I mean,
I don't know if it'll be subscription based though. I think
Okay.
the way that Facebook does things and the way that they've historically done things is just ad supported. So I think having it even rebranded as maybe Facebook TV or something along those lines and pushed out to other methods of media like Apple TV, Roku, et cetera, I think that's almost a certainty. Having its subscription based, that's not really Facebook's thing.
Okay. Well, maybe having a subscription option like YouTube? Because YouTube has the free and then the red, which the red is...
If they would have done that, they would have done that with Instagram stories.
Oh, okay. That's true.
That would have been if they were going to introduce the idea of doing any kind of subscription model. Either Facebook Pro would be a thing by now, or Instagram stories and stuff like that would be able to be
like a pro
put
fee,
money in.
yeah. That would be Facebook Pro. What would that look like?
LinkedIn.
Ooh, there's a prediction and a half out of 10. Right? Not for this show. 2019. Look out.
Right.
Alright, so what's your last prediction?
All right. So you ready for me to drop the mic?
Alright, drop the mic. I've got the right outro ready this time.
I'm about to blow your minds, you guys.
Alright.
So, Disney just bought the Fox Entertainment division. 21st Century Fox now belongs to Disney.
Okay.
Next up on the purchasing block, Disney itself.
Ooh.
Disney will be purchased by Apple by the end of the year of 2018.
What? Okay, you're gonna have to talk me through this one. I can kind of see that, but they're a little bit. Which part of Disney?
Disney. Disney is not a separated subsidiary akin to 21st Century Fox or Alphabet. Disney in and of itself is a wholly owned subsidiary. So there is no more Marvel. It is just Disney, and it's a Marvel imprint. There is no ABC. It is Disney with an ABC imprint.
Okay.
That is the way that Disney has always ran their businesses. So while there are different departments, all of those report to the same mouse.
Right.
Disney has kind of been on the shopping block a few times, and it's never been. It's actually Disney does this really weird thing where they try to sell themselves to other companies when they are in the lead, basically.
Okay.
Not when they're falling behind. So, and last time was 1994. So during the golden age of animation of Disney, they had attempted to sell themselves off to, I don't remember the company. I was 10 at the time, so I don't remember what that was.
Oh God, I have no chance.
So I honestly think that the time is right, and there's really only one, a handful of companies that would be even in the monetary realm to even think about buying this. Apple, Tesla, and Amazon being the three off the top of my head that I could think of.
Okay.
Now, even if this does kind of fall through on the just wholly owned subsidiary Disney thing, certainly the Disney entertainment side of things, your Disney movies and such like that.
Right.
Or maybe the Disney parks, because, and I'm not joking with that, because Apple is such a huge money sink into the Disney parks as it is. It would not surprise me if Apple just does not sweep those completely under their own belt.
And side jag, wasn't there? I may be making this up or misread something, but wasn't there plans for an Apple store to go in at Disney Springs?
Yes, a massive Apple store. I'm talking the largest ever built was planned for Disney Springs. It was miraculously disappeared. And yet the Apple intake of products and services in the parks, up to and including Apple certified charging cables, docking stations, and things like that throughout the parks now. Funny how that works.
I never noticed that until you just pointed it out.
It's almost like I'm a Disney nerd and I notice these things.
Meanwhile, I'm like, hey, look at this. This is a chubby monkey. Hey, it's the Coke thing, and Dale's going to drink 24 sodas at once, because that's a thing.
We should have filmed that.
There's always later in the year. That was great, by the way, just FYI. But that's interesting.
So that is my huge, massive prediction that may or may not happen. But I honestly kind of see the dominoes lining up and going through Disney's historical financial documents, because I'm a nerd and that's what I do. It is definitely not unheard of for them to be in the lead and then be like, okay, cool, we're done.
Buy. And
Somebody buy it.
Apple's pretty much second across the board. So it would make sense. You could have your Google in there, but there's no way Google would be willing to buy them. They've thrown and it's kind of also been in the works since Disney bought Pixar, because Steve Jobs owned Pixar at the time. Well, was the head of Pixar at the time that Disney bought them. Right.
And there was a very large, pretty famous at the point now, closed door, off the record meetings between, not Bob Iger, dude before Bob Iger, I forget his name, the one that everybody hated, but bought Pixar. So I mean, there's that. There was a huge behind the door meeting between Dude and Steve Jobs and the board of Pixar that came out, and all of a sudden Disney owns Pixar.
I mean,
So they've been in bed with each other for some time.
You're not thinking about John Lester, are you?
No,
No.
that's the head of Pixar now.
That's
Current
head
head of
Pixar now. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, hey.
maybe head of Pixar.
Welcome to. Yes, I see that. And to your point, what would Google have to offer Disney in the way of their parks?
Exactly. Google wouldn't have much to offer Disney. Apple would be able to offer them so much.
Sure, Google has products and services, but I don't think they're as fully developed as Apple's are, or as commonplace, at least, as what Apple's are.
Yeah, Google. I mean, it would have to be a actual purpose of. It would actually have to be a like Google purchase as opposed to like just a phone kind of level. Apple has said over and over again they're wanting to move into other things other than computers, and they are pushing very heavily towards that. And Apple is more and like Disney is more along the lines of if we want something, we'll buy it.
Right.
So, if nothing else, either the entertainment or the parks division of Disney being purchased by Apple, if not the entire thing.
That's bold. How am I going to follow that up? My prediction's going to seem very, very tiny in comparison. I did not shoot big this year because we did last year and it was not great. So, my prediction is that the hot new app of the year, of last year, HQ Trivia.
That was Mr. Dreamy Eyes.
Mr. Quizmeyer,
McDreamy Eyes.
Scotty
Dude has
B.
great eyes.
He does have great eyes, and he has a well-shaped beard.
He does.
He does actually. It's very.
He's a very good looking man.
He's ripe for that. Which actually that might come into part of this prediction actually, if it actually comes true. So, I'm going to predict that HQ Trivia and the rights and Scott McClaskey or whatever his name is, Mike McClaskey? No,
It's Scott.
It's Scott. All right.
It is Scott because I rarely have the chat on in that app, but every time Scott's not on there, #FreeScott is always on the just slamming that chat.
He'll be back on the 12th, kids. He needs a break. He'll be all right. Well, he's already back. What am I talking about?
Yeah, yeah, he's back. He came back 2 days ago. What are you talking about?
2 days ago. Free Scott. Anyway, still works. I believe it's going to be acquired by Google
Okay.
and turned into a YouTube, or as I put here, a YouTube Red exclusive quiz show that gets recorded daily. So they're going to drop one session per day in front of a live studio audience.
While I can completely see this happening, I really don't want it to.
I know.
It's almost assuredly going to be purchased by somebody by the end of this year,
Right.
and that's going to kind of ruin the funness of it, I think. But I just the whole thing. It's completely plausible and very likely. It just kind of gives me a heartburn thinking about it because I love that app and I don't want it to become something dumb like that.
But I don't know if Google will keep the app at the same time. Like, that would be a bit weird. Or if one session was app only. I don't know why I'm doing jazz hands, but anyway.
No.
It was app only and one session being the quiz show, I don't know how that will work.
I doubt it entirely. I think if this comes true, then HQ Trivia the app is dead, and I think HQ Trivia the brand is born.
Yeah, with Scott McDreamy eyes.
Yes.
I feel like that's very low key and a very easy shot to call, but it's a shot that has to be called anyway. There are whispers going around that HQ Trivia might be bought by someone like Facebook or someone like that, Twitter maybe, but I don't think so. I think that they're going to build off Scott. That sounded weird. But they're going to build off his personality because he's bought... he owns it, you know what I mean? Like, he is...
Oh, yeah.
The reason why people play
he's what you want to see as a quizmaster. Like, he is lively, he has a personality, he engages this audience that he can't actually see. Like, it is he owns this, and he's like he's a tossback to like the Chuck Wooleries and stuff like that of the 1960s brought into what is current day trivia. Yeah. And that's fantastic. It makes me sad when the 3:00 one comes around and I can't listen to Scott because I love him. He's a great attitude, great personality, like an on-air presence that, man, I'd kill a hobo for.
Wow. Jack Lash, I do not encourage the murdering of hobos.
So yeah, and that's just the mere thought of it becoming a game show like that kind of makes me sick. But it's pretty much likely to happen. Can I make a sex prediction real quick?
Sure.
Since my last one was really off the walls.
You're fine. Go for it.
Would you rather bot will actually become an actual bot and will learn its mistakes and will actually start giving out proper questions by the end of 2018?
That's gonna turn into a quiz show. You wait.
Yeah, would you rather bot? And it's not actually going to be hosted by somebody. It's just going to be would you rather bot inventing its own speech patterns and just spitting that out into a video. It's going to make its own video. It's going to push it out to YouTube.
It's going to get acquired by Google. There you go.
Yeah, it will be acquired by Google, and the weird AI that Deep Thought or whatever that Google's working on right now. And Would You Rather Bot are going to take over, and the Singularity will have them by the end of 2018. Illuminati confirmed. Boom, moving on.
All right, rapid fire prediction. No, there might be something to that.
Would You Rather Bot's getting real deep lately, man.
It's like
occasionally it shoots off its weirdness, but every so often, like one of them was like, "Would you rather kill your parents or watch everyone else burn?" I'm like, Jesus Christ! Would you rather bot? What is happening with you?
Yeah, I like the ones where it's like, would you rather eat a bowl of ice cream or be stuck in the room with Mario for 9 hours? But
exactly, like I love the weird ones, but like it takes this real weird slant about once a day, and it's just like, oh man, I don't think I like what's happening here.
Right. We're gonna head into our rapid fire predictions now.
Pew pew pew.
Pew 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 pew. The same sort of rules apply. We're gonna bounce back and forward. We've got 17 rapid fire predictions that we're gonna print out. We're gonna put in an envelope, and then we're gonna rip it open on the results show next year.
It's going to be great considering I am horrible with names.
Hey, CJ, guess what? You're coming back on the prediction show next year. I've just locked you in.
That's fine.
All right. So the first one here, we're going to start off grim because we like to do that here at GLS HQ. Celebrity death.
Am I starting?
Yes, sorry. You're starting on his one. Celebrity death.
I was going to say, there's two parts of that question, and the answer cannot be yes, Dale. Jeez. Stanley.
Oh, that's a good one. I feel like I said this last time, and I feel like it's a cop out if I say. Is it a cop out if I say it twice?
No.
I
wasn't on last year's show, so no.
Okay. I'm gonna say Betty White.
They're legit.
I think. Yeah. Well. Oh, hey.
That's
God
fair.
news. Celebrity split.
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Oh, you're good at this. You're so good.
You wanted rapid fire? I'm giving you rapid fire.
I'm gonna say Kim Kardashian and whoever she's saying. Who's
Kanye West?
No, yeah, Kanye West. Kim and
So
Kanye.
she's still with Kanye, dude.
She's still with Kanye.
How do I know that?
I can't spell. Celebrity pregnancy.
Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm gonna say Tay Tay.
Fair.
We're doing, celebrity criminal, the person who will have a brush with the law.
Kanye.
I'm gonna say Jay-Z. Yes, the other rapper that we both know. Celebrity who stacks on the weight.
Who?
I'm gonna say Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm gonna jump in. Sorry.
That's fair. Rapid fire. I'm gonna say.
DMC says SJP.
Jeez.
I know, right?
Freaking.
Talk it out.
Robert Downey.
Robert Downey Jr. Ooh, there you go. Where are they now? People who are currently hot but will be off the radar by the end of the year.
Chris Evans.
Is he hot right now? He is hot right now.
He's freaking Captain America, dude.
Yeah, but is he going to be off the radar by the end of the year?
Rumor is this is gonna be the last movie.
I'm going to say... Man, rapid fire. Who's hot right now? I'm going to say that... Cardi B.
Who?
You don't know who Cardi B is?
I don't know who that is.
Look it up, kids. She's a rapper lady, and she is currently got 3 top 10 singles in Billboard, and they're all going to disappear rapidly.
Jeez.
Because I'm mean. Who's waiting in the wings? Who's going to be the breakout star of 2018? Cardi B.
Boy.
I'm gonna say, and you probably won't know who this is, but I feel like Julia Michaels. She's a music producer who had a hit song last year. I feel like that she's going to have more success this year. She's going to have a full-fledged album, and it's going to do well.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Even though he's kind of big, I think that Tom Holland is gonna just absolutely explode. Spider-Man.
Okay.
I mean, he's big. He's big, but I think he's just gonna his star is going to just detonate.
Who's gonna get the best musical this year from the Tony Awards?
I think the what is it? The Evan James or whatever it is. Dear Evan. Yeah, Dear Evan Hansen. There we go.
Dear Evan
Jeez,
Hansen.
that
Wow.
was reaching.
Is the Groundhog Day a musical? Or is it just a play?
I think it's just a play.
Damn. Can I say that? No, it's a musical.
Is it a musical? All right.
It's a musical.
There you go.
Who's gonna get Best Picture this year at the Oscars?
At the Oscars? I want to say Greatest Showman just because I know it's not going to happen, but I really want it to win.
I was saying this in the pre-show that no one will listen to because Dale forgot to hit record. I'm gonna say the Disaster Artist. I think it's going to be a big F you to Hollywood. Because why not? Because I say so. The Razzies. Who's going to get Worst Picture?
50 Shades Freed.
Oh, you stole my prediction, you son of a... Damn it. Can we have the same prediction? Actually, I don't know what's due out. The Emoji Movie should qualify.
That was last year.
Damn it. The Emoji Movie.
Early last year. It's going to be so bad it went twice in a row.
Tyler Perry's Boo 2, Halloween Christmas? Halloween Christmas, wow.
Halloween Christmas. Wow.
Halloween Christmas. Boo 2 would qualify, wouldn't it?
When's the Razzies? Like, when's the opening for those? Like, I don't know. I don't follow them. Razzie predictions 2018 from IMDb. Ooh, there's a good one. Ooh. You can have that one. You can have mine.
Oh God, what do you want?
Justice League.
Oh, that's good. All right, I'll take 50 Shades of Freed. Game of the Year for 2018.
2018 Game of the Year.
Spoiler alert, this is the only category last year that I got correct.
Oh, for Breath of the Wild?
For Breath of the Wild.
It was kind of a softball, though.
You're welcome. As a non-gamer, of course I was going to take the softball.
That's fair.
50 Shades of Freed, the video game. Oh my God,
There's
good
so many. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Ooh. What games are coming in next year?
Big titles that you're looking for. Death Stranding, which is Hideo Kojima, the guy from Metal Gear Solid. Maybe Kingdom Hearts 3?
Ooh.
You got the new God of War game
Maybe.
coming out. You got
Far Cry
possibly Metroid Prime 4 coming out.
Maybe I'll go with Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
There you go. I
bet I
mean, that's
don't.
up there. I can guarantee that will be my fighter of the year.
I
I can't wait for that game to come out, man. It's so much fun.
I don't know. Maybe Metal Gear Survive. Maybe
No. Oh, no.
that'll win the
Oh,
Razzies of video
oh.
games. Did they make those
They
things?
will. I will probably still buy it just to make fun of it, but I will have to buy it secondhand.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I'm not gonna win this category again because I can't predict that luck. I'm gonna put a game in there called Super Meat Boy Forever.
I don't know. Man, Super Meat Boy is still beloved by a whole lot of fans. So possibly.
There's something as aesthetically pleasing called Dreams. That might.
Yeah, it's from the same people that did.
There's a game called Yoshi.
Tearaway,
You know what?
Tearaway and Little Big Planet.
You know what?
The people who made that are making.
There's a Yoshi solo game.
Yeah, there you go.
Apparently, I still don't know.
If you wanted a softball, here I'll give you a softball. God of War.
Don't. God of War. I did say that messing around. Ooh, God of War or Far Cry 5. Let's do God of War.
God of War, those two. Yeah. If you want the safer bet, God of War.
A trend that is hot right now that will pass in 2018.
I don't know any trend. Okay, no. I got one. Annoying YouTube stars because fuck Logan Paul.
Okay.
Sorry.
You reckon?
I think he has screwed over a lot of people and not just himself. So I think the over the top hyper millennial YouTube stars.
Okay. Trends. Jesus, I put this on myself. What's a trend that'll pass in 2018? I was wrong in spectacular fashion about this last year, by the way, just FYI.
Is dabbing still a thing?
Is dabbing still a thing? A fidget spinner still a thing? Yeah, fidget spinners are still a thing. Right there you go. A trend that'll pass in 2018. Bad, low production trap rap. The likes of Gucci Gang and Bad Baby and that sort of thing. Oh no,
grunge rap is back?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go with. I feel like dance Vine songs are gonna die. You know, the Watch Me Nay Nay, and we had the Juju on that beat this year. That's gonna die. Viral dance songs.
Okay.
A big fashion item of 2018.
I think like we've been getting further and further into this. I think we're gonna get to a point of zoot suits again.
Ooh.
Being more and more dapper has gotten more and more in, and I think we're just gonna get to that peak point and get back to like zoot suits.
Okay. I feel like I said belts, big belts last year. I feel like, and I can't really use the one that I thought of, like rompers, although because that was last year's big fashion item. I don't think I can say that.
Yeah, it's a little.
That's a little far-fetched. Let's go. I have no idea. This is my show and I don't know what to predict. Go figure. You know what? Let's go with blinged out flip-flops. No, I'm not doing blinged out flip-flops. You know what? No, I am. Bling flip-flops.
I'll buy bling flip flops. Eff it, I'd do that one. Because
Uh,
I live in Florida and I can blind anybody that walks past me.
well, Texas is a thing.
It is a thing.
It's a thing. It is a thing. Who will win the current Geek I.O. Winter Movie Smackdown?
Jeff.
Yeah. I'm kind of back in your tree there. Although I have to predict something different. So I'm going to say... You know what? I'm going to say that there's going to be a late comeback for Bud Long.
Okay.
He's in second place and he's got a $9 movie coming out soon, so that might push him over the edge, but he needs $9 million to get there, so who knows?
Yeah, there's a chance. I mean, it is the commuter which is taken on a train, so I mean.
Right. Morning traffic on the nines. Who's going to win the summer movie Smackdown?
Yo! It's gonna be my year!
It's going to be your year. You stole my prediction again, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna say Raul Garza because you know he's lost pretty much every single one. So
Bow?
Raul.
Bow Garza. Like you were turning him into a Vietnamese dish, dude.
Vietnamese dish.
Bow, the new Vietnamese dish fashion.
Biggest personal. Biggest.
Jeez, Dale.
Dish. Biggest. Biggest personal. Fuck me. Alright. Biggest personal moment of 2018.
I think I'm gonna have a baby.
Oh.
I think
Okay.
at least pregnancy that will actually go to term. I think boat baby number 3 will be a very real possibility.
Okay, wow. I'm not gonna do the softball and say graduation because that's how I lost this category last time. I really want to. You don't understand how much I want to grab that low-hanging fruit. I'm gonna make an album.
Okay.
I don't know. It's not going to be a comedy album because I'm not funny. Exhibit A, but it might be like a spoken word or podcast sort of album, like a story sort of album.
All right. 16A. Biggest moments for the other person on this show.
Ooh.
I got one for you.
Oh, really? I know what's coming.
You're gonna get a job at Disney and make your album from what I'm gonna mention is the biggest network moment.
You're gonna write a book, by the way. That's what I'm doing. There you go.
We both kind of have softballs on that one.
Hey, you started this bit. Don't look at me.
It's fine. No, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. Biggest network moment of 2018.
So Dale's gonna get a job at Disney, which is in Orlando. This is the Tampa Bay area, and the Geek I.O. network will have a studio by the end of 2018. and Dale will record his album from our studio.
Ooh. In 2018.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna go with.
You're asking the guy who runs this thing to give lofty predictions, dude.
There's that.
Secondary prediction for Dale: he's gonna shoot some birds by the end of the.
No, we're recording this at our normal time of 9:00 p.m. on Sunday, the 14th of
Yes. You're just shooting night for day. That's all
night
it
for
is.
day. It's so good. Don't you like this camera? It's so good.
Fantastic. You got great camera work there.
Thanks. Editing,
Better
right?
than Punisher.
Aww. Biggest network moment of 2018. Two of us will make this our full-time job.
Oh, 2 of us.
2 of us.
Wow. All right.
Boom. 2's gonna go full-time.
Boom.
And no, before people ask, it may or may not be the 2 people on this show. It may be 2 other. It might be 2 other people because there are people that currently live around CJ where Geek I is based. But I predict 2 people will go full-time Geek I.
Boom. I like that.
That's a loft. That's a very you wanted lofty prediction.
I mean, the 2 of them, like, I could see the 2 of these 2 things going hand in hand.
Right.
Like, part of me wanted to say I'm gonna get some kind of like angel investor or something like that, but I don't see that happening. I think the studio and everything coming out of it will be the sweat off of our own backs this year.
Right. And again, it not like saying that me and CJ, but CJ and someone else might be. Okay.
I have a if it's not you because of your unwillingness to be a decent human being and take a softball job that's thrown at you. I would piggyback off of that one and I'd say Carrie. She's the one who seemingly would be the most willing to take a leap with me.
Right.
If not Raoul.
Well, you got Rachel too.
Bao.
Well, Rachel's got skills, so. The hot new Vietnamese dish. I'm gonna go to Slack right now. I'm gonna do the same thing as I did on the biggest stories. I'm gonna go to our private. You know what? No, we're gonna go to our Discord channel
at geek-io.net/discord. Friends.
Wait, what was that URL again?
geek-io.net/discord.
There you go. What am I typing in here?
Bao, the new Vietnamese dish.
Wait, what was it?
Bao, the new Vietnamese dish.
How do I spell it? B-A-W.
No, you put B-A-U.
B-A-U, right? No, not Bay. Thank you. Is the new hot dish. D-E-S. D-E-S. Dish. Alright. And done.
Man.
Alright. And that's gonna about do it for our prediction show. Hey, CJ, where can people find you out on the internet?
Anywhere /GeekIO show. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of the places. Instagram, I throw up things over there like maybe once every 3 months because I'm so good on the Insta, yo. Well, I had a marketing major to take over that kind of thing for me.
2 people.
Yeah, 2 people.
All right.
One to run the thing and one to make the guy not screw up.
Oh. See intro. See 0.00 of this video. You can find me on Twitter at the Dale Campbell. That's not the page I wanted to be reading from, but anyway, that'll be exciting. You can find the archive of this show at youtube.com/generic live show, also at youtube.com/geekio show, facebook.com/generic live show, generic live show at gmail.com, and you can help support this show by filling up your house with the best generic live home products over at tinyurl.com/generic generic store and hot exclusive, we've got some new designs, some fresh designs over up at Generic Live Home, courtesy of the one and only Kerry. She's done some very new hot designs for us, and we're greatly appreciated. And stay tuned for the store, because there might be an announcement coming soon.
It's the same ones.
Alright. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you all next time.
That's with me, young lady.
Alright. Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll see you all back here next week for the 2017 predictions results show. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Enjoyed this Geek I Media Network production. Copyright 2018. You see how that works?
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.